Live on Girls Run These Worlds. This is episode 4 of Turn the Beat Around, our Fight with Spirit actual play. We're gonna dive into some dance drama. I guess we're gonna have some intros real quick. Starting with Ava.
I'm always perplexed when you call me first. Hello, my darlings and dears. It's your mother Ava here. I play Tamika, and we both use she, her pronouns. Do we have to say what dances we do? I'm not gonna say it.
And if you want to, but also introduce the connection you are playing.
Yeah, keep forgetting that too. I also play blanking. Adeline Edwards. That's who I play.
Great. Vivi.
Hi, I'm Vivi or Vivacia. I am playing Willa Moore. Yes, with a little bit of a temper, but that's okay. And her connection is Maggie, which is Adam's sister, the golden child.
Great. And Michael?
Yes, hi, that is me. I am Michael, and I am playing Adam, who is fine. We're good. For now. I feel the threat's coming. And I'm also playing, where are you? Michaela Madison, aka Satan.
Yes, I forgot about that. Last but not least, Chris.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris, and I play Zola. She, her pronouns for both, and my connection player is also Samantha Witherspoon.
So last episode, a lot of stuff happened. Dealt with some of the fallout, I guess, of the quarterfinals of America's Ultimate Dance-Off. Checked in with dancers, see how they were doing. We found out what Tamika was doing full time. Apparently, that gig economy gotta pay bills, right? So Tamika was and could not compete. Avery a bit. Adam reconciled with his ex Riley, but was also photographed by some and who decided to spread some rumors all over social media of a traitor. Um, it's dramatic, but also very targeted. It looks like someone has some beef with Riley. Um, yeah, I think those are kind of the big points. There was a viewing party for the semifinals of the show, which Masquerade Studio Squad unfortunately lost. Also learned that they were going to be in the wildcard round. Uh, so that is where we are. Um, for the sake of not having technical headaches, we will again not be displaying the full tabletop, and we are just going to play the one. We are going to resolve the one uh, match game so that we can move the story forward. Um, get so y'all just have to mouse over the next stage. So this match game fast forwards the entire cycle of play. So we're gonna speed run this. We will go one by one the main characters and check in with them and resolve this match game. I am going to start with I don't picking on people. I'm gonna start with Kristen, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Just gonna go. I'm gonna walk you through this. Uh, for Zola. Um, hold on. Did we? Okay, we did one. So okay. Card says pick one of your traits or conditions to focus on, and I believe that you have back from disgrace as your only trait that is unresolved.
Yep.
We some stuff last game. For you to do is to draw one card.
Okay.
Just drop that there.
Yep.
So using the card as an inspiration, I'd like for you to come up with a vignette, a short snapshot to what Zola's been doing in the context of um, her back from disgrace trait, whether she's jizing or she's just herself, whichever one Zola better. Use the questions on the card to inspire you and see where that goes.
Okay. Hmm. Well, Zola is she's been stressed lately because we lost, but now we're in the wild card round. So she has fallen back into the bad habit of smoking.
Oof.
Yeah. And she's just kind of hanging out in outside the studio near the corner, far enough away from the doors, and trying not to be caught She is not a fan of the cameras following her, and she's kind of told them to keep their distance, and it's it's not really working for the producers because that's the whole point of being on the show is to be on camera. So she's giving a little bit of attitude and side eye, and it's just not a good day. We don't like losing. Kind of a sore spirit, sore sport.
So, in terms of the resolution of the traits, do you think Zola would apologize, or do you think that she is trying to work on herself to change?
She's trying to work on herself to change because no one really, I mean, no one really likes to work with somebody who's too difficult. And when she's done with school and with this dance studio, she does want to be a prima and she wants to move on to a big ballet company. And if she gets too much of a reputation, that is not going to happen. She'll end up in the chorus line. So
Hmm,
she's working on herself.
okay. Um, how? Okay, so do you think she's done enough to complete complete the trait, or do you think condition to resolve, maybe more steps for her to complete a, more to the story?
Hmm.
If you look at where Back from Disgrace is, there is now a list of different conditions that maybe we can resolve next week as part of um, this story next week.
Yeah, 1 second. I am reading.
Sorry.
um, I think that because she's working on herself, she's really worried about will she repeat old behavior, and it because it's really easy just to fall back into what's comfortable and what you know, and to change or to have a more positive outlook on things, especially after you've been disgraced and lost, and she, yeah, I think that's something
So,
that, yeah, that's something she's definitely going to have to work on. So that's something she's going to have to resolve.
so we're someone, is that the one you're looking at?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh, the worried for someone condition, is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah, she's going to be worried for, um,
Being worried for herself is totally valid.
yeah, she's definitely worried for herself. She's one of those kind of looking out for number ones. She does appreciate her friends. She loves, like, she does love everybody on the team and she does consider them all friends now, but she's definitely still looking out for number one.
Yeah, that's absolutely valid. So I have put for someone condition. I mean, worried for yourself still counts, so we're going to put that there, put a pin on it, and move on to Tamika.
That's me.
Yes, that is in fact you. Um, sorry, give me one moment.
Hmm.
Technology. Whoop. To draw it from the match deck. Hold on, Chris.
Okay.
I want you to take your card and just drag it to the white bar at the bottom of your screen. The bar
Okay.
that says cards placed here are only visible to you, that section of the screen.
Okay.
So that's your card. And Ava, I would like for you to draw from the match deck.
Okay. Woohoo.
Ooh.
I think this is the same one I got last time, or like the same point number. Yeah.
So prowess, 5. I would to pick one of your. I would like for you to pick. Oh no, you only are late left to resolve so far. So using the card to inspire you, so tell us a little bit about where Tamika is at in terms of resolving that trait. Is she embracing her title as a rising star, or calling her own shots?
I think because she's starting to get a bit more into the media aspect of things and not like traditional aspect, it's going to be uh going a little bit away from what she was classically trained to do. So I think it is calling your own shots.
Great. And so give us a little snapshot of the daily life situation, what she done lately towards calling those shots.
I think the biggest thing that happened recently was the confrontation at the Waffle House with Samantha, because typically she tends to fade into the background a bit more, um, because of just how she has been mentally speaking and um, just her whole feelings of the matter. And so doing that and then seeing online the next day about how there were like mutters of Samantha being shooken into her core a little bit, and how there was like a terrifying new person about, kind of like revitalized her in a very weird way, because there was a time when she almost went to Ash Point, and whether it just be like luck or other circumstances, she ended up not going. So I think her continuously like stepping out of her the way that she traditionally was just keeps like pushing forward just a tiny bit more. So she is slightly still teasing Adam about the callback situation, but she is doing her own particular things. Just teasing, just teasing, just teasing. Uh, but also every now and like I think she's now at this point where she just kind of hovers around Ash Point as a weird spectral of like, don't fuck with people that I like. And just gaining that reputation, but it's a reputation that people seem to really enjoy, especially if they don't like Ash Point. So her just popularity is at a new peak because she is stepping out and doing something different.
Now, would you say that she is embracing this new part of her life, this new direction, or would you say that there's some kind of obstacle left, and in the form of taking a condition to resolve it uh, next session in our alley? There's still a few hiccups down the road, or is this a full-on change?
I think it is a full on change because she's not really worried about her like what's going to happen when she graduates, because like I think she's a senior, so it's not like she's really worried, and her gigs that she's been taking recently seem to be stable enough. So I think she's pretty content with how she is now and just wants to continue growing in that type of direction. Maybe not as like violent, but pretty okay with what she's doing now.
Excellent. Okay. And so I'd like you to take that card and put it in your hand.
Okie dokie.
Keep that one. Looks good. I'm gonna go next. Vivi.
I got completely distracted.
Oh, it's okay.
And...
My
All right.
technology is being weird. So we are going to do the same thing with you. So go ahead
All right.
and draw
Pull a
that
card.
card.
All right. Flip it over.
Ooh,
Connection.
nice. I would like for you to pick one of those traits and see. Oh,
So
Um,
what I have
she
left
only has
is
one left.
fight
Is
me.
oh, oh, okay.
So it's basically take revenge on the rival who slighted me or rise above it. Um,
Hmm.
and these things are either who pushes you to make a decisive move or why do you pull back at a crucial moment. Um,
So here's the thing, right? We're kind of speed running through this, so we won't be able to play it out um to its completion all the way
yeah.
unless take a condition and extend it till next week where we can play it out or even this session later on. But now, do you tell us a little bit, show us in a vignette, describe what the situation is for Willa since uh,
I mean,
semifinals?
when it comes to this, she definitely is not willing to bury the hatchet. I mean, uh, she did get suspended, and she still either I shouldn't have punched her at all, I should have punched her really, really in the face. And Adeline is still a problem. She still hasn't stopped. Um, she's making life worse for everybody. So she's definitely not willing to take the high road. No, no. She is figuring out how to take the low road without getting caught.
And how, so then tell me how you think that looks.
She is probably on the lookout for some dirt and probably trying to figure out how she can set her up to maybe make her look bad or have her lose the temper as like payback. So she's trying to figure out something that she can use to actually like get her to react and then figure out how she can do that in front of other people. Set her up.
Okay. Hmm. As on how that's gonna go down? Are you going social media? Are you gonna go to Zola and be like, let's
I
full
mean, I mean,
psychological
Zola would be the
warfare?
first step. I mean, yeah, everybody of every, I mean, every girl has, like a minor in FBI online, basically, if you want to find something out. Um, so she would probably do that, but she'd probably hit up Zola to do it with her and be like, hey, you know what? We got to do something about this girl because nobody else is going to step up. And I'm still petty. We got to help Karma along. Plus, if we take care of her, we might have a better chance of actually, coming out on top.
Okay. So here's that I'm going to say. I'm going to consider this trait as you plot. However, I am going to tag you with the condition
Okay.
of your choice.
All right. So
I'm thinking maybe hiding it is the appropriate condition. Or I don't think Willa feels guilty, but awaiting judgment. Is that the one we're landing on?
I am looking. It's
Okay.
it's like all right, so furious looks good, but also hiding it looks good. Um,
All right. So which one are we going with?
all right. Yeah, I'm thinking hiding it is good because either on some point she's gonna fess up to what she did once they're actually done it, or
Yep.
she's gonna get caught, or
Just
she might
gotten
get
away
away
with
with
it.
it and not tell nobody.
I'll have to figure that one out later. Thank you very much. I'd like for you to take that card and put it into your hand screen. There you
Right?
go. Ah. And not least, let's check in with Adam. Has a trait
Hi.
and a condition going on now? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are we focusing on for this?
I think we'll go with it's like breathing.
Okay. What's going on with Adam? Go ahead and draw from the match deck, please. Hey, look at that.
It's not a 1. What do you know?
Rigged it in your favor. No, I'm just kidding.
The card to inspire you.
So yeah, just use the card to inspire you and tell us a little bit about what's going on with Adam in the context of that trait in particular.
So Adam has always been like 1,000% a dancer, to really the detriment of a lot of things in his life, especially his relationships, specifically with Riley. He's discovering new emotional depth, let's call it, and maybe even new passions. As when Riley asked him to partner with this thought, okay, sure, absolutely. And he's started working with the acting coach and the singing coach, and he's actually discovering more than one passion.
Check
Like
gremlins.
he's having. Am I
See
gone?
you.
Am I here? Okay, no, we're good. Oh no, I lost Anne. Okay,
Okay, I'm still here. Do I have to refresh? Am I good?
I don't have Anne
I can
at
see
all.
everyone.
Does anybody else have Anne?
I
Okay,
do.
cool.
I
I
think
should probably
Michael will have to
refresh then.
refresh. Yeah.
Yeah, right in the middle of mine.
What?
Please hold while we roundhouse kick a tech gremlin. Um, it's fine. It's good. Take a second. While we're waiting, you guys are doing great. I love you all. Mwah. Michael's back to torment.
Oh no.
There you
Give it a moment. God damn it, Michael. You good?
yeah, I'm back. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, Adam is beginning to like trying to be a triple threat. Like he's finding other sides of himself, and he's like, wait, I might actually be good at all of this, and why not? Why not go all the way? And especially if I can go all the way with Riley. So he's figuratively and literally. uh, so he's thrown himself into trying to master as much acting and singing in what 3 weeks, whenever this audition is. Like, how good can I? It's like if I can learn a whole new dance in a week, I can pick this up in 3. It's fine.
um, as a note, do at some point you're Riley and talking about this opportunity, and they say require that much in terms of acting. It's an ensemble thing. So we're also going to be singing in the background if you make it and dancing. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but I think it's really great that you're getting into this acting thing.
Were we not going for the leads?
Um, there is a on their face where they're just blinking. Um, um. Anyway, so yeah, do you think that solved that adequately, or do you think there's a condition attached to that as well?
Uh, I think it's resolved. Yeah.
Perfect. So you get an get a spirit, and you get an extra fight for that. Great. Um, everybody has one card in their hand. Sure,
Mm,
you grab a card and put it
yep.
in, hand, Michael.
Indeed.
Okay. Um, so I'm gonna do this slightly different team. Um, slightly different from the rival team. We're not gonna do it as written, because I want to make you guys sweat a little. I'm gonna flip this card. Boom. Oh. Um. So for the rival team, the question is, what unexpected problems did you pose? Um. So in ways, this isn't really an unexpected problem. It's more like an unexpected challenge because now, uh, for Riley's team, because y'all were like, Avery, you got to join that team now. And after Avery listed under the of um, you know, guilty. eventually convinced to join the team, as Adam was totally on their case about it. So that's one unexpected challenge. Expected that, hoped that Avery would join the team and encouraged him, but you know, that's one thing. Um, the other thing is just, it's a tightly contested wild card round, and it comes down to, his team and your team. So I would like for everybody to do is draw another card into their hand. Draw. Okay. Starting from the top with Kristen, draw a card. Second card that you drew. Um, answer one of the questions on that card in terms of the challenges presented to you during the wildcard round. And card in your hand. So, okay, wait, who drew that for?
I did. I drew the 4.
Excellent. So it comes down to Riley's team, your team. Context of the wild card round, you can answer one of these questions. And let me know how it relates to how you did in the competition to deal with essentially a leveled up new team, Riley.
Hmm. What new spin do you add to an old technique? I think I might go with that one. Because that was what she wanted to do. She wanted to learn from the other dancers how to loosen up a little bit, be less structured and rigid with her ballet. And I think that we have asked Tamika
Mm.
to show us something new that we can add into the routine. So what would be a new spin to add on an old technique?
Tamika have shown Zola that was fun and new.
We're gonna pull a what's it called? Step up, and we're going to take some classic early 2000 stuff, but then we're going to breathe it new life because this is the TikTok generation. So you're still doing it, but you're doing it in like a more eye-catching, popping out of like your screen type of format. So like it hits more, but it's a bit more simplistic. You know, that type of vibe.
I like it. That's
Great.
perfect.
That card is now going to go into your hand. Okay, and we're just going to go around the table of which Tamika, hi.
Hi.
Turn to answer a question from your card.
Keep pulling fives.
And I love that for you. Let's go.
uh who inspires me to seize your moment? I'm going to have to go with Avery, because seeing that he is going out and working his stuff, even though there was some reservations, and Tamika knows She's partly the reason why uh they're doing the thing now. It still warms her heart seeing that her friend is is going out there and chasing down their dream. So she has to at least honor that as well.
Excellent. Um, Vivi, card pull. Ava. Oh, in the hand.
I did
Had
pull a card.
Vivi, yeah. Can you pull a card? You should be able
I
to.
did. I already put it there. Do you want me to put it in the middle?
Yeah. Put it. Yeah, you can just show
I
that
had it
one.
on my non-visible thing.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's fine that you had it. Okay, so go ahead. Let's see which questions you get.
How do you cleanly counter an attack, or what can't you keep from interrupting your thoughts? Well, we already were talking about revenge, so that's probably foremost on her mind. You know, trying to keep an eye on everything, and kind of keep getting distracted by making plans.
Oh, Willa, I love you so much. You're such a disaster. Uh,
She's hot-headed, and once she hyper focuses, it's like.
and yeah, same. Michael, let's see what we got.
All right.
You can put the card back in your hand, Viv, or non-visible area. Ah, nice. Those are
Yes, I got a good
some.
card for once.
Those are some interesting questions.
They are, yeah. I'm gonna go with what pushes you to the next level of perfection, and yeah, I mean, not to pound a dead horse to death, but I pushed Avery to step up, which means I have to step up as well.
Great. Um, so what? So what are y'all's totals? The two cards combined. Go ahead and put that in your hand, Michael. Give me some totals. Add the two cards together.
I have a 6.
10.
Um, oh, okay. 10.
10.
7.
So the team
We lose again.
does win the. Hello?
Do we lose again?
Oh
What
no!
Michael said.
No! Oh, oh! You guys do in fact win your wild card round. Now the two tens are the ones who've had standout performances. Um, danced on your A game. Everything's great. Of course, Avery was also dancing on their A game, and they're the standout competitor on other team, which is interesting because they didn't want to compete in the first place, but also didn't want to hold back, as um, they respected the team too much to, not give 100%. Um, after this, after this wild card round, I'll, um, y'all feel really good about it. And around the table, I want you guys to go in the same order, answer how do you feel more or less ready for the finals, for the next round? Zola. How's Zola feeling about ready for the finals now that they've gotten into this wild card round?
Um, well, I had the lowest total, so I don't think she did too well. So she's a little nervous, but she's ready. We ready. We always ready. If you get, you stay ready. You don't gotta get ready.
Respect.
And but she is very focused, and she's still trying her hardest to do better the next time around because she's got to have a standout. Otherwise, she's never going to make Prima. She's never going to get noticed.
Tamika. Tamika feeling after all this?
As one of the two that got the highest scores of the group, she just steady fives, always fives for these, apparently for her. But she's doing well. I think she is just because she tends to not get nervous about competition. She's more so just she's just in a realm of just happiness for her friend, for being such a standout, and just proud of Avery and how far they're able to go, because at the end of the day she knows that she personally doesn't sweat competitions that much. It's she's realizing that it's no longer a wheelhouse for her per se, so if they don't go through, it is what it is. But she's content with what she did, and hopefully we can continue forward.
And for Willa?
Well, I think Willa is just really torn and confused right now because she's been making so big strides towards being the good girl, but now she's not, and I think she got sidetracked. Basically, she got sidetracked by her feelings and her that she's still furious, um, and she's not thinking about her future or um, about what good she can do. So yeah, she is getting sidetracked by feelings again.
Those
Speaking
stupid
of
feelings.
sidetracked by feelings, Adam.
Speaking of, I mean, foremost in Adam's mind, like winning is great, the high is there. How would Riley take it?
Um, known Riley for years. Riley is a competitive dancer. Um, you know, they how it goes. Yeah, also knew that Avery would, be an amazing addition to the team. So, in the back of their mind, they feel very justified in, you know, recruiting this new person for their team. But they are just kind of quiet, taking in, you know, the background. Just from what you can tell, they're very um switched on, but definitely quiet. Like backstage after
Hmm.
all of the competition stuff is over, they do the Riley thing where they, retreat.
Yeah, and he'll try to bring them out of that. Yeah, like this part's over. It's time to focus on the next thing.
They turn around to face Adam and they ask, So what is the next thing?
Taking over Broadway.
About the rest of this, and they do a gesture to like
Oh, I mean, yeah,
to
whatever.
mean like
This is fine. But yeah,
telling me this doesn't matter anymore. Dreams don't just change overnight, do they?
they evolve. Still dancing. I'll never stop dancing. But the why is different. It's not just
I
for me
imagine
anymore.
I imagine the two of you are walking down a hallway towards the backstage area, and um they stop and grab his hand and kind of just, wrap their arms around him like in a hug, and like give them a kiss on the cheek and say, the path we've taken isn't an easy one. I just want you to do this for the right reasons.
Yeah,
And
I
then
get that.
they point at a door, which is the green room for their team, and say, we'll catch up later, I promise. I just need some time with my team to
Yeah,
decompress.
go high five Avery for me.
Of course. Um, and they disappear into the green room. So, having had that moment, more ready, less ready for the finals?
Oh,
How's Adam
definitely
feeling about that
more.
interaction?
Yeah, this is. Yeah,
How does he,
one more
as
one more ridiculous reality competition, and this is over. And yeah,
and then as a subheading, subheading to that, how does he feel about what they just said, but doing it for the right reasons?
he thinks he is. Like it's not for the first 5 minutes. It was very much all. It was just for Riley, but he did discover a new love, a new passion, and his dream did actually change. Like, and let's see where it goes.
I'm going to ask you this because I'm me and I'm like putting you on the spot.
Hmm.
Was there any point in time that Adam considered like throwing the competition?
No,
Just between you and me. Okay. Just between you and me and the entire audience. Okay.
Adam
Great.
is incapable of not giving his all.
Fair, that's fair. I just wanted to know
Yeah.
personally. Um, so we have now resolved this very intense, very wild card round. I am preparing that match deck for a different situation next week. Um, so we are starting essentially from a new cycle. We're gonna do more daily life scenes, more in depth. Go to break. I would like to address Tamika. Um, give Ava the opportunity to attempt a resolution or a scene toward towards wait, there's nothing left to resolve for Tamika. Or give Tamika an opportunity to do a scene, or if there's anybody who wants a scene with rival with Adeline. We can do that with Ava before they have to leave.
This is your chance to shiv Adeline. Let's go.
Revenge.
Come at
There-
me.
So I guess the important question is, what form does this revenge take? Because we have an Ava who can help tell the story. Viv's just like, revenge?
Don't know what you're talking about.
It could, if you would like an idea, it could start as a growing paranoia because when Tamika confronted Samantha, one of the threats was taking the head off of her stuffed pony from childhood and having Samantha find it in her bed. And and someone like literally like popped in as she was threatening her, so it could just snowball into the Ash Point
rumor.
dancers are going to find like pony heads in their bed. So it's just an avalanching, and you just take the opportunity.
So, one underused mechanic, because y'all have not been using it to mess with each other, are the trouble tokens. You
Oh,
can,
yeah.
in fact,
I keep
make
forgetting about
suggestions and essentially be like, hey, make it worse. Something to offer you to make it worse. So, you know, um, you can affect each other's stories by offering essentially is the equivalent to an extra fight token to someone. But does Willa have any ideas on what this revenge looks like? I mean, stuffed animal decapitation is pretty dark.
That is pretty dark. I mean, she would have probably
Did-
more thought about having information to prod her and, like had her go off in public and make herself look like the victim, basically. Like, I didn't do nothing. She crazy, you know.
Oh
But
my
so for
goodness.
that, she would have to find something that she could prod her with to have her react without, being caught. And she's not quite sure if she's a good enough actress for that. Um,
You should get Tamika's help. She's scary as fuck. I'm sorry, but it's true. I cannot unhear the threat. Would
because
Tamika have
she cannot let it get physical again.
Right.
So she got to keep her temper in check, and she still has that uh what's the word
Probation?
now, like everybody still thinks of her as that hothead that punched somebody, even if it was just like
reputation?
yeah, her
Willa has a
reputation is still kind of
reputation.
like she's a hothead, she's gonna punch your lights out, basically. um because you know how the mean girls are, they're gonna spin it and make it look worse. She's like irrational, blah blah blah, she's dangerous. So having that where she's like, on one hand, getting the revenge on the witch who talked crap about her team and then made her lose her temper, while also looking like the calm person, kind of is like, that's like the fantasy in her head, like making herself look like the calm adult while the other one loses her shit.
Another suggestion: we have essentially helped what's the name of that the team that Avery and Riley are part of?
Sorry, the on I know the
Center stage.
Center Stage, but
Center
I know it's
Stage.
technically not. I don't remember if Anne like actually officially changed the names.
yeah, center stage.
Okay.
Center stage is the studio, but they have their team from
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
They are the ones that spread gossip talk to one of them because we just helped them get like Avery and then also like assisted with like pumping up Riley's spirit again. So they kind of owe us a little bit if you think of it that way. Just saying. And if you need Tamika's assistance with that because she knows more of them a bit more, so yeah, she can tag team with you.
Yeah.
Just saying.
She would probably start a group text with Zola and Tamika and be like, "Hey, I need some help." So
Mhm.
it's like the brainstorming, and she would probably is like Tamika, "Look, get me some information, and then Zola, once we have the information, we got to spread
Give me like 10 minutes.
that. We got to make sure that we kind of like mental warfare. Zola's good at that.
I am okay. I'm
Because we're
gonna
not
offer
sneaky
you.
at all. Not at all,
I am.
right?
I am going to offer you. I'm gonna offer you something with a cost.
Okay.
I'll offer you a trouble token, but I will offer you a piece of information.
Okay.
Get a trouble token, but you also get some actual trouble for having had this information.
Okay.
So essentially, on Adeline that you could potentially acquire. However, that dirt, acquisition of such dirt would require you talking to someone that you may not want to be seen talking to. That is the condition for it. But you also get an extra +1 fight,
Okay.
essentially.
Yeah.
And the risk of being caught talking to someone you shouldn't be talking to get dirt on Adeline.
Yeah, she would definitely do that.
Hey, in that case,
In that case, let me get to it.
Bum,
so
bum.
know why you know how Samantha is like hard on Riley last session and like, oh, she's a traitor to her team, data like being seen with the enemy. There is Samantha is going the reason Ashpoint and Center Stage have this heated rivalry is actually because Samantha is just essentially like um helping Adeline out, or like kind of, sticking up for her fellow dancer at her studio. And they're rivals, but they're like friendly rivals. Anyway, there's a whole thing about that. And there is there, there is one Ashpoint dancer that is one of those. There are two types of Ash Point dancers. There's the super hardcore, intense Ash Point dancer, and then there's the shell of a dancer that super intense dancer becomes after they burn out. There is a is a there is a dancer in one of your college classes that you know at one point was training at Ash Point, but has since retired. I don't know. They moved as far away from dance as possible. You know that they have a bit of a bad reputation with the Ash Point crowd. But they have the um, E. What is Willis studying, by the way?
Uh,
What is their major?
uh,
Some kind of
Sociology and
some
women's
kind of
studies, probably.
non-dance related like
Yeah,
elective or whatever.
something
They
social, communications, psychology,
yeah,
indeed.
it occurred. Yeah, some women's studies class you've
Yep.
been together, and you you discovered kind of not intentionally that they have some beef, like Flashpoint, and you know, might be the paper that they wrote about how to prevent burnout. That that might have been a tipping tip, might have tipped you off. Anyway, so Vicky, how do you approach Vicky? How do you approach Vicky?
Oh, um, I mean, would I have known her, or would I have any like common ground aside from the class? I mean, we had a group project together. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's something you've it's you know her from classes. You've talked to her. You've worked with her. You've never talked about dance, like, but it's something you've known her socially. So how do you approach this? So did I
Um,
give you your +1 fight?
mhm.
Okay, give +1 fight. Yeah. How do you approach this conversation?
um, well, I am guessing that, our the boba shop we used to work at over the summer, um, it's like a student hangout, and I would probably know when that person shows up. What was her name?
Vicky.
Vicky. So, she might just casually show up at the same time and be like, "Oh, hey, hey, girl, I haven't seen you since we did that group project together. How you
Yeah.
been?"
Um, just living my best life. At least 25% less stress. I mean, graduation's around the corner, right?
Oh, I am so glad to hear that. I mean, I kind of made the mistake of getting strike back in. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I've been keeping track. Just because I'm out doesn't mean I don't notice things. I still like to watch the fireworks, so to speak.
Yeah, that's definitely fireworks. And I mean, some of these people just never change. I mean, some of us, we learn, we kind of grow up. I mean, not that I'm grown, but you know what I mean. It's like we kind of evolve. And then there's some people who seem to be stuck in high school and they're just never go anywhere else, you know? I don't know.
It's your
People
angle,
just,
Willa.
I just need to go to therapy.
A lot of those dancers would be better off if they did have some therapy. But
Yeah, yeah.
talk
'Cause,
much beyond classes. What's your angle?
well, what do you think my angle is? It's that one person that just can't let dead dogs lie. She's still at it. She's still trying to get my goat, and here I am trying to just move on. And I need something to keep her off my back.
Vicky holds out her usual drink and yours. Hands it to you and says, "Steak is getting physical."
She's like with her drink. Let me get some refills and we talk.
Um, Vicky gestures towards her usual booth in the corner. Then once you guys settle in,
Notebook.
oh my god, Vicky just
Or
says,
maybe on her phone, like with the with the little pencil.
"The thing about my little cousin," and it doesn't. It you think about it for a second, and then you kind of start to see the family resemblance between Vicky and Adeline, and you're like, "Thing about my little cousin is that she's got the stage mom. She's got this huge daddy's girl vibe. She's got a fear of disappointing her parents that is so deep, could drown a human in it. That and her dancing has absolutely no soul. Just gotta, you just gotta, you just gotta beat her on the dance floor. You don't need to get on with this revenge thing. If wanted to, time you're in a competition space, find her lucky socks.
Lucky socks. What do they look like?
They're the unicorn socks.
Okay, that's
They're only
interesting.
lucky because she thinks they're only lucky because she thinks they're lucky. I don't actually think they're lucky, but you want to mess with her, take her lucky socks. Hide them.
She been hanging with the football players too much, huh? Maybe
Well,
her ex had a lucky jockstrap. Who knows?
anyway, yeah, she's extremely superstitious. Hide the socks, she'll lose her shit.
Well, I appreciate it. And she's like, you know what? Your next refill's on me. And she's gonna go ahead and pay for one more refill for her before she thanks her. And she's like in the
You
group
want
chat.
to repay? You pay me? Never had this conversation.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, we were talking about the group project. You know, this is all about class.
And that is the end of it as Vicky stands up, walks away. And we are going to go ahead and go on our break. Everybody say bye to Ava because Ava is stepping out and we'll be missing the second half. But we will be back in about 10 minutes. Stick around.
I'm living my best Britney Spears life. Bye.
Excellent. And welcome back to Turn the Beat Around. Before the break, our dancers just completed the wild card round and secured themselves a come from behind victory and a spot in the finals. But for now, we are going to check in with each of our dancers as they um, prepare for the finals, which the theme is uh, greatest hits. Whether it's a routine that was performed in the competition before or greatest hits in terms of music. There's two ways to interpret it, and the team gets to decide what they want to do with it. Um, so y'all have received email. You have a week to prepare. Will revenge to execute. There's a lot of things happening. Um, so in terms of what is going on with characters, conditions, and traits to resolve, anyone have any ideas before I start picking on y'all?
I don't think so. I do enjoy the idea of revenge, though. I'm always here for revenge.
Okay, revenge, huh? That that's where we're at. Where there's Adam's relationship drama and then there's revenge. It's great. I love it so much. Do you? Okay, here's an important question. Do you do you loop Adam in on the revenge?
No.
No, no, no. Okay,
Oh God, no.
Wow.
He's soft.
he's soft. He's too soft for this revenge. Plot. Just like. Okay, but Michael, are they wrong?
I mean, no.
Like you could prove them
What,
wrong.
what
Okay.
am I gonna do? Go deck Adeline four Willa? Seems like a bad idea.
um,
I'm not sure that's such a bad idea. Who knows?
I am going to set up. I am going to set up a. I want to see a scene with the three of just kind of hanging out at the studio and preparing for next round and trying to figure things out. Tamika has had
A
a
gig?
gig. Yes.
Rude.
Look, they'll be done. It's live performance. They'll be done, and then they can get caught up over the rest of the week. Now there's 3 out of 4 of you, and you are essentially decompressing after the wild card round and getting ready. Kind of a little bit more of aftermath, shall we say. Either
Right.
that or I want to see either that or I want to see Adam interact with his sister. That's another thing I have on my list of things I want to see.
Yeah.
Or why not both?
I'm good with both. Yeah.
But you pick, Michael.
Oh, okay, jeez. Um,
Well, it has to
I
do
mean,
with your character.
first, I guess let's do the. We should probably have like a team meeting, so figure out our plan of attack for the finals.
Well, what are you guys thinking?
Well, I mean, it's greatest hits, so I want to do something we've already done. That seems cliche, but I'm having a couple of ideas. Uh, maybe a mashup of some kind. Like I'm thinking, I want to dance with somebody and something else.
Hmm.
Maybe Vogue. I don't know.
Trying to be
I want to
the
Vogue with
one.
somebody.
Little two on the nose.
I'm on her.
What?
Well, I just singing under, you know. Trying to be the one.
I mean, this,
um,
Oh, oh, yeah. No, that's not a bad idea.
it's not.
your coach is your instructor is a ballroom specialist, so there is a lot to be said for that. They are not coaching you per se in the competition, but they are and their help in choreography as needed, because this is not this is not, like national championships or anything, so they are technically not coaching you,
Yeah.
but
I mean, hmm. Yeah, I I want to turn the beat around. I like it.
um
We've all had our ups and downs and sidewayses. Like we've all this ridiculous competition, this show. We've all had a lot going on, and we've all sort of I don't know, turned some corners, turned some things around. Not to put it too on the nose. Oh, I like it.
I do too. I second this.
I would just gotta mix it up with something, um, I don't know, something like Eye of the Tiger, something, or like Flashdance, where it's like you're winning,
You want to add a third
uh,
song?
I am just thinking, if we have a turn the beat around uh part of, then we should definitely have something that says, yeah, we turned it around in the winner's
Oh,
way.
I'm sorry. I was already thinking I want to dance with somebody combined with turn the beat around, but
Hmm.
we can workshop it still.
um
We can even add more. Let's make it a weird '80s milieu of just crazy dance. I don't know,
But
showcase style.
um guys have Ashton at the stereo system going through some music, and just like essentially their phone is hooked up to the system, and there's different songs that come up as they are trying to find something that would help in your creative process. um you know um Shut Up and Dance comes up, which is a really fun one. um Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins also
Danger
comes up,
Zone.
which is may not necessarily fit your theme, but it is a song that comes up as they are trying to they are clearly working on something, and it may or may not have anything to do with what you guys are doing, but the music is
Hmm.
scrolling through the sound system. uh and then there's a pause in the music, and they call out from across the studio, "How's it going, you guys?"
We're circling something.
What were you thinking of dance style wise? And approached the they approached the group.
I mean, this is the big one, right? So we should put everybody on deck at some point. So as far as dance style, I think the answer is yes.
This isn't like the national championships where everyone plays to their strengths.
Hmm.
This is what I'm trying to say is give them something unexpected. I
Okay.
certainly didn't put Zola in, you know, a purely acro routine, but I would certainly put her in, you know, pure technical ballet in terms of the national championships. But this is an opportunity for to showcase that you are more than one thing.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
look specifically at Adam and say, I know you are more than one thing, more than one dance style.
Yeah.
um, so bringing some
Maybe
of that
something
in.
Tom Holland like, singing in the rain, and then Rihanna, you know, just
Well, if we're keeping with
twist
the
it up.
80s theme,
I could flash dance, yeah.
there's always Prince's Let's Go Crazy.
You see a look on
We just
Ashton's
had
face, like
two different thoughts.
super nostalgic. Like 80s was their heyday. Back in the day. Give them something unexpected is what I would advise you to do. And then they back to doing what they were doing.
Hmm. Okay. Maybe we mix it up. Little we do a little style roulette.
Everybody solos or one piece?
I am
I think
going to interject and say that there are multiple rounds. Like you
mhm,
do a group
mhm.
number and then duos and then a couple of solos in there. You two really good solos
Well,
is how the grand final format would be. And you have been told that.
okay.
I mean, you could throw in the group something like the Footloose choreography,
Mhm.
um, as like a throwback, maybe. Um, it should be, it's like maybe it's like a thing of like a mishmash of styles. If we can, go from one person's specialty to the next one, but we're doing it as a group. So we might be doing some breakdancing, or we might be doing, some normal choreography. We might be,
Yeah, yeah. Bring it all together.
yeah,
Yeah.
and just as the
And
music flows, we like change and show our range.
the group number that's last? That's the finale?
Or is it like the first round, the group number?
Yeah, question mark.
Okay. would have that as the first round.
Group number is the first round. Okay. Interesting. It could still work. Yeah, we showcase everyone all together. We sort of rainbow the styles in the group number, and then we fan it out in the solos or the pairs and spotlight somebody out of their comfort zone. Like I could do ballet. We could
And
have
we can have Zola do like some hip hop or something,
mm-hmm.
something more loosey goosey.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Which one you would be more uh, style going for Charleston, and she would take your style.
Well, in that
I
case,
mean,
I definitely want Prince.
and I mean, one of them would be a duet, right? So we could
2
actually,
duets.
yeah, because we could actually bring back Tamika's and Willa's, who used to be doing stuff together. That or
Oh yeah,
yep, or Willa
maybe
is
that's our
also
pair. Yeah.
gymnastically inclined. If we're doing ballet, I could be the flying person. You can lift me, that's fine.
I,
But yeah,
I won't drop you again.
so
It's fine.
no,
Don't worry.
nobody would probably expect us to go back to what we used to do because I changed so much through the loosey goosey stuff, and she's so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be good to see you too.
And I mean, we
Back.
could put some tap dance in there too if we wanted to, like something unexpected that or some Irish dancing, or something that we normally
Well,
wouldn't do.
that's the thing. Is it group
And
one
two duets.
duo, two duets? Like, what's the breakdown?
It's one group number, 2 duets, and 2 solos.
Two solos. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay. So first is you and Tamika, and I feel like we can combine Charleston with a little more gymnastics. We- there's a path there,
We'll probably figure something out. Yeah.
and then we combine, and then Zola and I can combine like ballet and tap, maybe a little break, little aerial.
As you are working out the details of your different routines, phone starts going off.
Which phone? Whose phone?
Phones, all of the phones start going
Oh,
off. It is a
phones. Okay.
social media. It is a social media thing, and
Oh God, what now?
um, there is some freaking out about the loss of lucky socks. And um, there is some level of pointing fingers at each other that Ashpoint and Center Stage. Well, Ashpoint's pointing fingers at Center Stage right now. Um, there's accusations flying, and that rivalry is starting to become heated. Notice that there's still some heat on Riley, but uh, not as much as there was previously when they were first seen with Adam in public.
Yeah.
It's that time. It's that time where they should be caring more about what's going on because they are Ash Point's squad is also in the finals, but
Right. Well, it looks like Adeline is losing her damn mind.
I mean,
Hmm.
who has lucky socks like that? Isn't that, a little childish?
That and it's a little gross too. I've also heard rumors that you don't wash lucky items of clothes the entire competition.
Well, then, yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, that's all I ever heard. Like football players have monkey underwear or something. Just all sorts of. Yeah, especially it's really bad with baseball. I hear it's awful.
yeah.
Wash your damn laundry.
Um,
And I'll just shoot a quick text to Riley. Just saw the sock thing. You good? You know.
the reply is, at least they're off my case a little.
True.
And then there's a question mark, confused face. My own studio still kind of thinks I'm a traitor. That's
Should I
the
be?
last message you get from them.
Yeah. Sick
Um,
Avery on them. Send.
you see the typing something, and then but it doesn't send. There's nothing that come there. It doesn't come up, and then a minute later, it just says, "Don't worry about me. Be fine. Um, see you tonight?" Question mark.
Sure. Where? What?
The reply just says, dinner at my parents' house. They'll be glad to see you.
As long as it's lasagna.
You just see a picture that is sent to you that is just lit up oven with the backlight like lit up.
Yes.
Dinner's at 7. Don't be late.
I'm gonna be early.
Anyway, so that's that. Rivals are on fire, and you guys
Yeah.
were busy working on your stuff.
Anyway, before the sock thing, I think so. I think we have a map. For we've got the group basic outline for the group, the duos. Who's going solo? We only get 2.
That was the question I was wondering.
It's like, who feels secure enough in not their style to have a solo where you can't hide behind, when you have missteps because you're, with somebody.
I mean, I'll do anything, but
I kind of
So
feel like
yeah,
we should put our tens across the board out.
I actually have I actually, as of the facilitator, have the answer to that. Actually, how many of I know Tamika is versed in multiple styles, also classically trained, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Adam had
Charleston
yeah,
freestyle
Yeah. Yeah.
that
with
dance
the
sport
Dunham
background.
technique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the two on the team that have
The widest array of styles.
versatility,
Yeah.
the versatility in the training. I love it when the cards tell a story. They just happen to be the ones that scored the highest in the wild card round for as standout performers. So you
I
guys
mean,
have to decide as a team now.
yeah. I mean, I guess
That's
it'd
where
be
my
good.
vote goes.
Are you sure? You
I'm
don't.
positive. Anybody else?
I don't think Willa feels, you know, strong enough to do a like any kind of, her stuff as a solo would be more like classical, like ballet, or like tap, or even breakdance. And I don't think she feels strong enough in what's not hers to do it by herself. And she would not, put herself in front of the group in that.
That's where Willa. I mean,
I mean,
that's where
I'll
Zola's
do it,
at too.
and I'm sure Tamika will too. If we all think that's what's best, but I don't need it. You might see.
This is a good point you make. Hmm.
I mean, you could
Damn.
do ballet and then throw in some of the gymnastic stuff for me as a surprise, because everybody would expect you to just stick with what you know. But then, if you then just like switch it up and show
Oh
your
yeah.
range, that would be nice too.
Right.
Okay.
We all know you're great.
She'll do it. Zola
Okay.
agrees. She'll do it.
Ha! I have reason to put you on a trampoline to get you to loosen up your knees. Ha ha!
I'll have you backflipping in no time.
As you all sort out hands, um, do any of you have scenes that you'd like to do with connections? Fights you want to have at the back of a Waffle House? No, I'm kidding. No more, no more, no more, no more Waffle House scenes. You
What
get
if I want?
one.
What if I want to meet my sister behind a Waffle House?
Probably kick your butt.
Um,
I
okay.
mean, from what I see here, she's a former figure skater that was the backup for the Olympics, and she's a human rights lawyer. So you know what?
Overachiever.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she's
Very
probably
I
doing
much.
heard
kickboxing too.
reading that. I heard reading that description. Okay. I'm gonna say this is like after the dinner, like a day or two later, that you have this scene with your sister, I guess. Um, why don't you guys set the scene then?
I don't know. We were
I
just
mean,
talking about family dinner.
oh no, oh God, family dinner. Oh no. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well,
oh, can I
be the
can I offer
parents,
can I
obvious.
Can I offer? Well, will you? Is it gonna be like a family dinner where Riley's invited at Adam's parents this
Uh,
time, or a dinner at his sister's house?
I mean, if it's regular family dinner, it's probably be at that like the parental home.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is
he
it
would
something that?
he
Well,
would invite Riley, but he would be very like warning Maggie's coming.
it might be a very
So
pointed parents saying, "Bring a +1," because
The parents are
the
like,
parents are also following
is that
social media.
it's like
Like,
we want
are you coming
grandkids
back with Riley? Like,
because we're both way too busy, yeah, and they want grandkids.
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
mean, I picture the parentals being excited because they were excited to hear about Riley's gig, right? Like they love Riley. Anyway, um, yeah, I mean, I have one token that says that says I get to torment Michael if he accepts.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, well that's it. I'm out. I'm out of my torment Michael tokens.
You spent one on someone else, fool.
I mean, not just specifically to torment you, but I don't have any more left. See, I only spent one on him today, which means this is not targeted.
All right.
um,
So
You're being
full
completely
awkward
fair.
family dinner. All right.
this is gonna be worth it.
So this means
And
everyone's here.
yeah, and I
The
think
rents,
before
the cis,
oh,
the ex.
this is so messed up in the best way. Anyway, so I think when asked to pick up Riley, kind of look they kind of look at him like, sure you want to do this? Because he specifically mentioned Maggie.
No, I'm not. But
But they're expecting you.
mom saw Twitter and she thinks we're back together, and I didn't know what to tell her. So I don't. I don't. Maybe we should answer this question now. Now that I've put it in the air. Are we? It's okay. You don't have to answer, but I mean, I did put it out in the world, and they're
We're
gonna
we're
ask.
we're
Maggie's gonna
getting
ask.
we're 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 getting there. I mean, it's been really great the past
Yeah,
couple of weeks. Um, nice to be back to being us. Just I want to be sure this time.
of course. Yeah, I get it. I'm not trying to push, but they're going to.
Grab Adam's hands with theirs, and they say, "I'm not saying no. I'm just saying not yet."
That's fine.
And then, um, yeah. So they, um,
I think mom's trying the beef Wellington again. She hopefully it works this time.
oh no,
Yeah.
sweetheart, but oh,
She's been watching Gordon Ramsay again, and it's you know how she gets.
dude, that's why I'm saying, oh no.
I'm sure Dad has a pizza order just waiting to push order.
Well, nice to know some things don't never change.
Okay, okay. I am not ready. Let's do this.
It's a relatively fun ride. Um, there's music in the car, visual playlists. Riley being who they are, starts to commandeer the Bluetooth. Um, and it's a playlist of your favorite songs that you guys used to dance to in competition together. Um, trying to lighten the mood, but also, nostalgia feels. And I think they're trying to get Adam to relax because family is difficult and challenging. Um, uh, so by the time you guys arrive, um, Adam's mom is in the kitchen and you know, preparing, getting last minute things ready. Where is Big Sister Maggie in this?
I think Maggie would have probably shown up early with a coworker, Colin, also a lawyer, and she probably would have bought like some fancy bought charcuterie board
Oh, fancy.
because beef Wellington. She probably would have said, "This is just as an appetizer. I just wanted to contribute something that's not a bottle of wine." And Colin is definitely not her boyfriend, but she didn't want to hear it, and she didn't want to open herself up to nothing. So he's just a
Bully.
coworker. He's a friend. He probably
Oh,
gay or something. I don't know. He's
oh, okay.
not
So
interested in her, so she doesn't really know, but
did,
he's not interested in her. She's just like, hey, I need somebody.
did she
I owe
bully
you one.
her?
Definitely. She definitely.
Did she bully her coworker into doing this?
Well, a little bit probably, and she probably now owes him one too. Like, some kind of favor for whatever his next case is going to be, And
Really pretty of a gay dude. Just like, yep.
it's like, you know what? You might not like the beef Wellington, but here, I got this fancy charcuterie board, and
I'll make
there's
it
going
up
to
to
be
you.
alcohol, and just if they're talking grandchildren, just say nothing.
Twice if you're a stranger. um, so Maggie's probably just like in the kitchen with mom, like talking and catching up when Riley and Adam arrive. um, and
Everyone's already here. Sis? How's saving the world?
I'm guessing they probably got like a drink in their hand already, like drinking some wine or something, trying to help mom not ruin dinner, low key, low key. And then Colin is probably with dad talking whatever politics or something. Something no one else wants to talk about.
talking about sports. Yeah, Riley is kind of a step behind Adam and just kind of tentatively waving. Hi, Maggie.
Oh, well, hello. I've not seen you in a while. So nice of Adam to bring you.
Mm.
Uh, yeah. Uh, uh, Colin is talking football with dad. We're just over here, having our little chit chat, so we don't have to talk
What's a
football.
Colin? Look around the corner. Oh, that's a
That's a Colin, yeah.
just gives a knowing glance. Yeah, that's definitely a Colin. Yep. Good job.
Uh-huh.
Good catch.
He's also a lawyer, and it's just like, oh, he went to Duke, blah blah blah. Got his undergrad here, got his thing there, blah blah blah. Have you heard about this case? You know,
Yep.
deflecting and being impressive.
Yeah, great. Yeah, how's the crusade? Yeah.
It's like, and when she sees Adam's eyes glaze over, probably gonna turn over and look at Riley. So Riley, how's life been treating you? I heard you guys have been doing some competition thingies.
Yes. America's Ultimate Dance Off. It's been great. It's been a wonderful experience. Best dancers made it to the finals, and it's a really great experience. I have been so busy. Got a gig for the summer, have another audition lined up for starting up on Broadway fall, really, really busy.
Broadway, And she kind of looks like gives Adam like a side eye. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is actually. It's very interesting. I'm doing it too. Actually, we're doing it together.
Oh, now that is
Yeah, we are auditioning together. Uh, it, it, it's a bunch of ensemble roles that are they're auditioning for, but there might be opportunities to understudy. Um, Not a big thing, and you see Riley get flustered because well, you also hear Adam's mom go, "Oh, you're auditioning for something else? I know your mom told me about that tour that you're going on this summer." And Adam's mom gets all excited about it. It's like, "Oh, congratulations." And Riley is hugging Adam's mom, but like you see, it's just like um
this is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
uncomfortable at all.
I think something's smoking, Mom. You might want to check something.
oh, she zooms out of there like, oh dear. And then when she checks it, it just barely makes it, like before it goes really, really bad. So this is like a net win for the first time. And it's doing okay. It's not, it was almost ruined, but you got there. You warned your mom in time.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Megan's she's like toasting Adam like I brought a charcuterie board just in case,
Yeah, yeah,
so we
I'm sure
don't
the
go
pizza's lined up
hungry.
too. But yeah, yeah. Uh,
Speed dial.
every time.
Huh.
How you doing?
I mean, yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, the world's on fire,
Mm-hmm.
so there's a lot of stuff going on, but um, I don't want to bore you. You don't really care about, the bail fund we send up, it's like you guys have been too busy. And I mean, it's not like anything changes. I mean, go
Riley,
unions, right?
Riley, Riley just says, it's hard being a creative person. It's hard to know whether what we do actually matters to people sometimes. And she sits down at the table as they're all like eating and just kind of looks down at her hands.
I'm thinking, this is what Beaver Colin would probably introduce himself, but, you know, just like, hi, I'm Colin, you are.
Riley, hi. I'm with Adam, and she is trying to be chill, but of her history with the family, she knows that this is not chill at all. She is just so uncomfortable. And yeah, there's a vibe of excitement as Riley gets swept up into a hug by Adam's dad, and it's like, oh hey, haven't seen you in a while. Ah, um, it's just this kind of overexcited squeeze before Riley is set down again. Just like, and he yells to his wife, Miranda, I didn't know Riley was coming over. You didn't tell me Riley was coming over. I was like, oh yeah, I think they're back together. I don't really know. It's kind of hard. Adam never tells me anything. And there's just this very loud, obnoxious exchange.
I go to the fridge and I grab 2 beers, hand Riley one.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Oh God.
I knew this. They lean over to Adam. So I knew this was gonna happen.
You could have
It's
said
fine.
no, but at least you're suffering with me, I guess. That was yeah.
Just and like between gritted teeth, she just says, "Just like old times."
I know.
And um, oh, it's a very welcoming vibe, though. It's not like well, I mean, depending on whatever Maggie's vibe is, but the parentals are totally excited to have Riley back in the house. It reminds them of know Riley being around, afternoons spent practicing in the basement, whatever. It's good vibes. How does Maggie feel about all this?
I think Maggie likes Riley, but it's too much of a good opportunity to rack on Adam. It's
Yep.
it's like, we're not trying to make Riley too uncomfortable, but she cannot stop herself from like on Adam. It's like because he it's like this is he, this is like a gray area where these two are at, and she's like, I am smelling weakness.
God. Alright.
So during the meal, she would probably make like every now and again that there would be some kind of little pointed little remarks like that would hint at this. Oh yeah, if you guys were together then maybe or like, oh, Thanksgiving we could do well well, I'm not quite sure, Riley, if you're going to be here. I hope you will be, right, Adam? Mm-hmm. But we could actually
Are you inviting Colin to Thanksgiving?
if he's not on another death row case, yes, probably. But
Didn't
Dad,
work.
no
Oh
deep
God.
frying a frozen turkey.
Oh, come on. That was really cool the last time. Come on.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
was
I mean, the
also not
explosion was
safe.
pretty great. Yeah, but there was no turkey because it exploded.
I will not represent you if you do damage to the neighbor's shed again.
all right. No more experiments with the turkey. Right.
I mean, just do it right. It's on YouTube. You watch a video.
Hey, but
I
mom
would
burns
love
it
some deep fried.
every time.
Yeah.
I mean, just you can deep fry it,
She's
but
tried to do
not
it in.
frozen. To put it in frozen. That's what messed it up.
Right, all right. So, will you be around for Thanksgiving, Riley? I mean, it depends what my folks are doing. Um, we'll have to figure out how to swing that. Um, last time I tried to manage 2 Thanksgivings, that one year, I think I was out with a food coma for 24 hours. Oh man.
That was a day.
I
It
don't,
was a good day.
oh,
There's so much food though. Jeez.
too much food.
I mean, you might not even be in town. You might be on tour.
Uh, well, no, see, the tour is until September, but then
Okay.
I might be, if we nail that audition and we make it,
When?
I'd be in
When?
New York. And sure. Um, yeah, gonna, there's a solid chance we're going to end up in New York. Think we're gonna make it?
Yeah. Of course.
And it's like they forget there's family around, and they have that moment. And I think Adam feels their hand squeeze his like under the table.
Return, please. Yeah, nobody can
Um,
stop us. So, Mom, this is good. Actually, you did it.
hey, I didn't burn it.
Yeah.
I'm good looking out on that one. I just glad I managed this. It's one of my favorite recipes.
Oh, I am actually pretty impressed.
Yeah. 89th time is a charm.
um,
And Dad probably like just deleting the pizza order.
Yeah. Don't need this.
No,
Yeah.
I totally believed in you, darling. I totally did.
You guys been watching the show?
I really didn't have time, but I'm thinking Colin, and then Colin full on geeks out
yeah, Colin's seen every episode and
every
has.
episode, and the
It's like
previews.
Has them TiVoed.
yeah, it is. I think the only reason Maggie knows what's going on is because of Colin, actually.
And he's also up on the gossip, so he would be like, you know, and
Yeah.
so
Thanks
what's
for.
up with the socks? Come
I
on, you
don't
can tell
know.
me. And Maggie's like,
Look,
Legitimately, no idea.
legit- legitimately no clue. I just Flashpoint is
Full of awful people.
yeah, I just they've been on my case personally, and my studios had a rivalry with forever, and not even really, and they've tried to paint me as a traitor to my studio, but it's like, I need to just grow up.
and it's like, then
I,
who's their social media manager anyways? Have they not thought about how embarrassing this looks to talk about some socks? How unprofessional, that is. I mean, they're not
I
them.
think it's all, I think it's all on their personal social media. The studio accounts are pretty tame
I
and
don't know.
boring by comparison, but
Maybe
can't
Adela needs a
manage.
lawyer. Should I give her your number?
I don't really think it's a human rights issue if
She
somebody
might think
stole
otherwise.
her smelly socks. I mean,
Just need to get them off my back long enough to get through the audition process and line up these gigs so I can leave this town.
maybe we should send her a little gift basket or send them a gift basket with some different socks.
Some more socks.
More,
Her
just
parents, real talk, she needs to be sent to therapy.
Socks and a coupon for one free therapy session.
uh, or maybe like so something prepaid for like a dry cleaner or
uh,
something.
hey, can I can I
Yeah.
ask you something, Maggie?
Oh, sure.
You didn't always want to be a lawyer, right?
No, not really. But in the end, that's where it coalesced into. I mean, most people, well, most kids don't know what they want to do or what they're good at later on. I mean, you just got to know when to pivot instead of
You would,
holding on to something that doesn't serve you any longer.
What happened to you? Used to be a dreamer just like us.
I am actually thinking, I am kind of living the dream of making a difference. I mean,
Here we go.
marine biologist might have been a fun thing to make a difference for some dolphins, but now I'm making a difference for actual people.
Keep telling yourself that. And she pokes a piece of her beef Wellington. And then she leans over to Adam and says, when I get her going on this whole like dreamer stuff, she's so easy to rile up.
And poor Colin is like sitting there like,
And before Adam can stop himself, I love you.
and Colin's like,
Um,
so what about them cowboys?
Can I? Oh no, I'm out. I don't have any more tokens. I don't have any more tokens to have someone hear that.
Correct.
Hey, look, Chris still has them. You can use the tokens to mess with him. Can't believe you guys
Oh,
are
I can
doing
use
it.
my own? Yeah, then Maggie totally heard that.
I
I'll
mean,
take it. Yeah,
do you have any more room for fight? I don't think you do.
I do.
I have one
I have,
more.
yeah, I am full on. I'm full of fight.
Can I loan them like
Okay.
the Iron Bank?
No, you can. I'm just gonna say you can spend a token to make it happen, but Adam's full up on fight. Okay.
So she'll probably
So
be,
Maggie,
that would have been,
Maggie heard that. Yeah, Maggie. Yeah, so you can spend. Yeah, you can spend Willa's trouble token to have um, Maggie hear it.
and she gives Adam that look like, just you wait. This is like, interesting.
I have heartburn.
Riley, the meal finishes, like helps to clear the dishes and says to her mom, just, hey, let me help you get dessert, and quickly makes an exit towards the kitchen to leave the siblings to talk. And, Dad and Colin are off somewhere else having beers and talking some more boring stuff. Anyway, setting that up
Colin runs away with Dad next time.
again.
I mean, he might like football for a different reason than that,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But Maggie probably will be getting out her phone and like pretend like she's doing something. She's like, I did not hear her say it back. And then she'll walk into the kitchen.
Them, but yeah, that's fine. It's gonna move to the couch.
Uh, it's so mean, but so accurate. They didn't say it back.
Maybe Maggie would have probably used the right pronoun, but I forgot that
That's
was the
fine.
right
Yeah.
pronoun.
At least they're not harping on me. She's not harping on me about not making a difference in the world today.
Um, yeah, so I think after dessert's been served and everything, like, is there anything else you want, and any shots the siblings want to take at each other? Because I'm loving this.
I think Maggie is like, that was like the coup de grace. She's like, okay, now I made my point. I don't need to. I can just be nice from now on. He might think something else is coming, but I'm good.
Okay. Um, I am I'm gonna pivot. Oh, wait. Did you want to keep going?
I think like at the end of the night when he's saying goodnight to everyone, he gives Maggie a hug and he'll just whisper in her ear, maybe next time you can bring a real date.
Oh.
And she can't say nothing to that. They're both going home with
Perfect.
sunburn.
Yeah.
Best feelings ever. We're gonna pivot to Zola because that is Zola. Rose of Competition has not had an opportunity to catch up with Bestie.
Oh, Oren.
Yeah. He is in the midst of some rivalry hell, and it's not with Masquerade because it was a thing once upon a time, but now it's like a different kind of hell. So Zola gets a text that just says, "I need a distraction. Tell me you're not busy."
Never too busy, boo. What's up?
Think I might be living in actual hell. And then there's like a I don't know, like a scared face emoji or something. Like just I hate it here. And
Oh, elaborate. I need to know what is going on.
um there are 3 types of dancers here. The ones or what is it? The angry ones. What 3 types of dancers: the angry ones, the easy ones, and the burnt out ones. And I hate them all. Send.
Same. It listen, you can't let them get to you. Just keep doing your best. I know that they get in the way and they get really distracting and they get catty and bitchy and horrible. But you just gotta ignore them. You gotta stay focused on you. But are they messing with you like for real? For real? Just like are they coming for you? Do I need to step in? Do I need to say something?
No safe by association. Just really hate it here. Only here for career reasons.
Good a reason as any. Um. Well, soon you'll be done with it, or you could always just jump ship like I did. Honestly, what loyalty do you have to them?
My loyalty was to you.
Then come on.
Not that easy. Not
I
that
think it
easy.
is.
They hate you. You have a reputation for being scary over here.
All the more reason to come with me.
Not everyone is as badass as you are.
Come to the dark side, we have cookies.
It's like, ew, that's gonna mess with my calorie intake. Like, calorie counting, because he's that kind of.
Okay, fine. Partake of the fruit.
um, so, um, There's another message that says, I know things didn't end well while you were here, but at least someone hasn't taken that personally. I still have your back.
Good. I've always got yours. That's why I'm trying to be evil and lure you away. But honestly, you do. You should stick it out where you are, just for a little while longer. It does have the prestige, it has the reputation.
Do you regret not sticking it out?
A bit. Sometimes, sometimes not.
I respect you for venturing out. Um, advice, any advice for someone who might be considering it?
It's not as scary as you think it is. Like, take the leap of faith. If you feel that you're done with, if you've accomplished everything that you can there and that the drama is just too much and y- you're just stuck, then try something new. Take the leap of faith.
Last message just says, thanks Z one, and then a picture of like boba.
I hope it's
Anytime you
coconut.
want. And then the words just, and then after that he just replies, anytime you want.
I will take you up on that this weekend.
Um yeah, so Oren so Oren was someone that Zola danced with as part of a team, correct? Like
Yeah.
national competitions, like uh, competitive dance teams and stuff. I think I'd say that that interaction is definitely a step towards making amends with at least the one person that mattered on the old team. Just putting that out there for you to kind of think
Yeah,
about.
probably the most betrayed because I left him all alone with these drama queens and the crazies.
Um, great. Do we have anything else to kind of cover? It looks like we family drama. Um, we covered Zola catching up with the bestie. Um, looks like we are done for the evening, unless there's anything else anyone wants to add. Good. Great.
I think we're good.
So next week, tune in for the conclusion of our mini series where our dancers find out if they win the entire competition and become internet famous dance sensations or whatever. Uh, also find out if we also find out if Adam and Riley do well on their audition. Uh, just a couple of announcements before we wrap the stream up and do outros. Monday. No, did I lose? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not it. Where is the? Oh, here it is. I found it. Uh, Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern on this channel, we have our Fate series, Auriga Stars. If you like magical girls and adventures, Alta Mirage is GMing that game. So make sure you check it out on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on this channel. Um, got a casting form coming out soon for the holiday one shots. So keep an eye on Girls Run Worlds on Twitter and make sure you guys keep an eye out for that because we want to see uh, more we new faces for those one shots if you're interested and uh, think that I'd fit the bill for one of those one shots. Yeah. We're gonna do outros really quickly, starting with Chris.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris. I play Zola and Samantha. Yes, Samantha with the spoon. I was also your player producer. You can find me on Twitter at x_ChrisX or on Blue Sky at Chris KRYS number 10 dot bluesky dot social, and it's been fun.
Vivi.
Hi, I'm Vivi or Vivacia. You can find me here on Twitch as Vivacia. You cannot find me on the place formerly known as Twitter anymore. I am now on Threads, and I am Miss Vivacia, MRS Vivacia over there. And else, well, you know, here I am, here I am. How do you do?
And Michael.
I have been Michael. I've also been Adam. And you can find me on the socials at Sub-Zero Jalapeno. I have a beacons on there. Should be my pin post that tells you most of the places you can watch me be dramatic. And everyone cross your fingers. A real date Thanksgiving.
Hi. My name is Anne. I've been your facilitator and whew, it's been a session. You can find me on Twitter at exo_girl wonder. There's my links in chat. Um, yeah. Let's see, who are we rating? Gosh darn it, I had a raid target. Now I don't anymore. Da 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 da. You know what?
Lost Caravan?
I'm going to say let's raid into GRTW alum Fuzka's channel because they are doing their thing. Uh, in case you didn't know, Fuzka was the DM for Cause of Cosvina 5e actual play. So YouTube, check it out on YouTube. So that is where we're going to raid. Just remember that every little bit counts. So if you have the means to do so, uh, GRTW has a Ko-Fi. You can subscribe, throw some bits, whatever you can do to help us bring more of this fun content to you. So stick around for the raid, and we'll see you next week for the season finale. Woo! Have a good one, everyone.